I'm just going to kind of give you a very big, kind of very broad stroke overview of the financial aid which is going to be available to you to help pay for this coursework as you're taking it. Unfortunately, as graduate students, the one piece of financial aid that's available is the unsubsidized federal Stafford loan. Now, for those of you that had student loans as undergraduates, this is basically a continuation of that loan. And so really, if you had grants and things like that that were available to you as undergraduates, unfortunately for the graduate programs, not only here but everywhere, really it just kind of boils down to student loans, and for graduate students, the unsubsidized Stafford loan. For those of you that had it as an undergraduate, you're sort of familiar with it. This is the loan that starts charging you the interest once the money has been dispersed at the school. You don't have to make the interest payments while you're in school, but you can defer those payments until after you graduate. It just means that your principal balance is bigger. But I don't want to take up a lot of your time with the nitty-gritty of it, but I just want to let you know that's really what's going to be available to you. That loan is handled through my office, the Office of Financial Aid in 215 Hepburn Hall. So we can walk you through that process that you need to do to apply for it, and to the different forms that you need to do and the different things that you need to do in order to get the loan funds. Now, I will kind of go a little bit technical to give you some information. You are starting in the summer, but for us, the summer is sort of the end of the academic year. In other words, our academic year starts in the fall, goes to the spring, and the summer is kind of what we call the trailer, or the end. So what that means for you is that if you want to take out student loans to help pay for your education, what you need to do is file the free application for federal student aid. That form, if you did it for yourself as an undergrad, whether you did it for your kids. I actually have a son who's graduating from high school this year, so I get to do my own Fafsa for the first time. I actually have kind of a thing going with my wife. I think I can get it done in under 20 minutes. So that's just going to see how that goes. But for those of you who need to file the Fafsa form. But since the summer is the end of the academic year, you actually need to file the 12-13 Fafsa. So in order for you to start here and get student loans, the first Fafsa you're going to have to file is the 12-13 Fafsa. And then in the fall will be the beginning of our academic year, you would actually do the 13-14 Fafsa form. So starting here, unfortunately, you're going to have to file both forms. Now, both forms are available now. And in fact, actually doing the 12-13 form will be very easy to do, because one of the things that's happened over the years is the form's gotten more and more electronic, and it's been integrated with the IRS now. So you could actually file the FAFSA now for 12-13, getting your income information from the IRS. You don't have to worry about having your tax return handy. The 13-14 form, that operation won't be available till the end of February, but just so you know, it's student loans. You're going to have to file both FAFSA forms, 12-13 for the summer, 13-14 for the fall, spring. As I said, the loans that you're eligible for are the unsubsidized Stafford loans. They are the same loans as the undergraduate, but the amount goes up. So as a graduate student during an academic year, you could take out up to $20,000 in the student loan. I know at the undergraduate level, those loans were a lot less. At the graduate school, you could take it out for $20,000. And considering what our costs here, that will basically almost pay for the whole tuition and fees coming here, either for the summer or for the fall and the spring. For those of you that do have student loans as an undergraduate and you are paying them off now, you can actually get those loans deferred. Okay? There's paperwork that has to take place in terms of certifying you as a student, but because you will be coming here in the term at least as a half-time student, we can those loans that you have now as an undergraduate you can stop paying those and actually defer those loans. So you're not making any payments while you're a student here. As Dr. Colino said, all the information that I've talked to you about is in the folder. The little brochure that we gave kind of outlines this federal Stafford loan program, so you can see that. And then those other two pieces of information that are there outline exactly what steps that you need to take in order to file for aid for the summer and to file for the aid for the academic year. For those of you that don't want to take out student loans, but can't kind of pay the whole thing up front, you can work with our bursar's office. We do have payment plans. We do have a payment plan for the summer, and we do have a payment plan for the academic year. So instead of kind of paying the whole boat of the summer at one time, and then the whole fall bill, and then the whole spring bill, there is actually ways for you to break it up into smaller payments. So that's something that's handled directly by our bursar's office. That's all the information that I wanted to just kind of give you as a kind of, like I said, as a broad stroke. My office is available. We're in 215 Hepburn Hall. So, if you have any questions along the way, if you get stuck, because not only filing the Fafsa, there's other things that you need to do online on different websites, and we could walk you through that process the whole way through.